Hello everyone, it's Aquarius. And today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my Archfiend OCs. So these are some side characters and just some of my regular OCs, like drawings that I made of them because that video was really long and I couldn't get everything in there. So we're going to start out with Hesperia, who is Frankie's older sister. And there's not much to say about her. I don't really have a set out story for her. She just helps the crew a little later on, maybe in like a second part of the story, like a second season or a second book. I would like to make this a comic one day. I really like the story of it, and she's very terrified of everything, so it was really hard for her to adapt to her surroundings. But in the end, she pulls through to help her sister, and they have a kind of rocky relationship since Frankie always is a perfectionist, and I just don't think that they would get along very well, but they still care about each other a lot. It's just they care about other things more. Next character is Carrie, and she's a very nonchalant person. She works at Maroon Mocha, which is a fake coffee shop that I made, and it's kind of also like a diner. And she works with her friend Soleil there, who will be shown in the later parts. And I was just making outfits for her because I wanted to do a turnaround soon for all of these characters, since I really like the story and I want to flesh it out so much more. And yeah, so I originally thought that she might have her own story as well. Like she has like a spin-off, and I would like that to continue. Maybe she has like a spin-off, but she's still in the main story, and her main color is pink, which is muted because I don't want to give her this like bright pink, and it would be like not true since she's a very kind of like rude, sarcastic person sometimes. So I feel like it just doesn't fit with her character to be so bright and pink. So I thought a muted pink would work, since it also shows that she is very compassionate about the people that she loves, and sometimes it's just a little rude to other people. She works at a diner after all. She has to like always care for people who just like are so rude. Then we have Soleil, and if you wonder why her name means sun, it's because she's like the sunshine character. She's very sweet. She doesn't take a lot of stuff seriously, which doesn't work out in the end sometimes, but she's still very, very nice, and I'm so excited to see her character grow into a more mature version. And I also was trying to play with extreme faces and different outfits for the characters, and I will do this later on as well for like a part 3 maybe, or like an actual story for the characters instead of just talking about the characters. But yeah, I actually really like how that one turned out. Now we're gonna head into group pictures. I wanted to establish those 3 characters before, since they will be in some of these drawings, because I just wanted to like redraw a bunch of stuff, so I decided to redraw Sailor Moon. I gave this project up so many times you don't even know, but in the end I pulled through, and this is where I kind of had my chibi style. I don't really have a chibi style, but this one like is gonna stick with me for a while. I really like it. I've been working on it more. This drawing is a little old, but I've been working on this chibi style a lot more, and I fully fleshed it out. So now I have 3 styles: a very, very chibi style, which is more like stick figures, but still has their main character designs in it, and it also helps me when I'm trying to figure out like what I want to keep in the design that's a prominent feature. Then we also have this one, which is my chibi design, which I will be using for big groups or like kind of like side profiles, since I don't really know how to do side profiles. And then we have my main one, which is like my fully fleshed out one, which takes around like 2 hours to make. And yeah, so this one is really fun to do. Seeing all the characters, like who I would assign characters to them, is my favorite thing, because I feel like it just grows my character so much when like I can pick like almost like a stereotype to grip onto. So like if Sailor Moon's is really clumsy, or I guess Serena is, I'm gonna call her Serena because I think I watched the English dub. If Serena is very clumsy, then what character in my story would be clumsy? And Anita is now clumsy, because I feel like it just works for her character, and I got a lot more. Also, there's construction going on outside. That's why there's a lot of banging. I hope it's okay. I also tried doing backgrounds, but it didn't really work out, so I just used a PNG for the next one. And I'm a professional yapper over here, sorry. I'll go to the next audio clip. Another thing is I liked creating new hairstyles for the characters. Like as you can see, Soleil has a different hairstyle in this one, and I really wanted to try drawing braids, and I kind of got a stylized version, but I'm still increasing my information about how to draw those. So I'm really excited to continue with her character design because it's so pretty. I love it. And yeah, so this is me drawing the background, and now we're moving on to I think one of my favorite drawings in this video. What would the main cast be as Halloween characters? This has always stuck in my mind when creating characters. How would they look in a costume? Would they be comfortable in that costume? Where would they get the costume? Would they make it? Would they buy it off of Party City or some like illegal website? Would they ask other people to make it? All of these come into character designs. That's why I just love making them, because I feel like costumes can help you so much enhance your story. And what like does that costume serve? How does it play into their like personality? And so Anita is very clumsy, but I think she's kind of she's very Ashlyn from School Bus Graveyard, except she's a lot kinder and a lot more like happy, and I don't really have a personality set for her. I think it's just she is very strict when it comes to leading people, and sometimes she gets nervous and cracks under pressure. But regularly, and she also gets frustrated really easy. But regularly, she's actually a very nice person, and it takes everyone into consideration, and that's why I love her as a main character, because she has so many flaws, but also so many qualities that just makes her such a good person. And also, those are reasons why I think that she would make a good clown. Now, you think Frankie is a clown as well, because she follows a lot of people, and didn't really know what to do for her Halloween. But I decided a jester would be good, since she is definitely the entertainer of the group. Even though she does art and is very a perfectionist, I still think that she's someone very much like Pinkie Pie. She's always trying to make everyone happy, and if there's a bad situation, Anita will be trying to find a way to get out of it while Frankie's calming everyone down. That's why they could make a good like friendship, because they are just like work very well together. But sometimes Frankie can get on Anita's nerves. Why did I say nerves? But yeah, so I love them as a matching costume because I think it just works for their dynamic. Next is Eli and Emery. These two are a couple, if you didn't know from the last video. And Eli's a photographer. Emery is, I forget what she does. She kind of just models, I think, and probably makes clothes. So she made the clothes, so it's a little more basic because she's good at making clothes, but it's not the best at making these, like, elaborate Halloween costumes. So, I thought them being an angel and a devil would fit because Emery's a lot more judgy and very rude sometimes, while Eli's just there for fun and, is a very, like, nonchalant person. I say that on, like, all my videos, I feel like. I really like them a lot, and I think they make a good couple. Finally, pairing Walter and Andrew, and like this one I just turned my brain off and did like a funny combo because I thought it would be funny if they were like had like kind of a bromance going on. Like they're just like really close later in the story and care for each other, but at the start they like don't really like each other, I don't think. But I feel like them being Mario and Luigi is just like a funny little gag. It's not really, it didn't have a lot of meaning into it, but I like how it turned out. And this is the gang. I don't know what I'm gonna call them. This is also them at an aquarium, so this is also like another thing I want to see how they would react in different surroundings. Like what would they be doing at like a grocery store or like an aquarium? And I think that they would just be very chaotic. I am trying to make my character poses less stiff, so I wanted to draw them interacting because I just want more opportunities to do that. So this is one where I made Walter, Andrew, and Anita to all be falling like dominoes because I think their story is most prominent. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to make them love interests or anything, like have a love triangle. That's definitely not the direction I want to go into. But I think they would have a close bond, whereas Emery and Eli are off doing their own thing. And as you can see, he's taking a photo of her as the light washes on her face. And this is just such a pretty, it's so pretty. I love it. I really liked working on the background. I thought it was cool. I'm not really good at drawing backgrounds, so I had to blur it out. I always blur it out. But I thought the lighting was a cool choice. And I just put it in random areas, like on their head, on their hands. Like it was the most random parts ever. So yeah. And I just really liked how it turned out. I also like drawing different character things for them, like different costumes or I guess outfits. Like for some reason Walter is wearing this whole like elaborate tuxedo, and then Andrew is wearing like just a cardigan, and then Anita is wearing a jersey because she likes sports. And then I added Frankie in there because I kind of forgot she existed, and I just made her like fascinated with the marine life because even though I think she'll still be in the group, like it's not like she's left out or anything, I just thought it would be like cool if she's kind of just doing her own thing because I think she should solve mysteries on her own for the actual story, which I will get into one day. I'm not very good at telling stories because like I already know it and stuff, and I don't know, like I just have a weird mindset towards it. But yeah, also I know like we just left the screen and now we're showing Frankie. I don't know what I was doing here. I just wanted to give Frankie some love, so I tried doing a 30-day challenge, but it didn't work out. I only did a few, but I still like how her character looks. She's just so fun and happy. And that's the end of it. I hope you enjoyed. This was kind of a long video as well. I just really like these characters and they mean so much to me because they've been with me for so long now. Like it's been around like a year, so I'm so excited to watch them grow and see more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Friday.